Nobody saw me when I knelt down. Nobody heard the words I couldn't say. The congregation went home. The lights grew dim, the night grew long. But the altar remembered. The altar knew every burden, every heartbreak, every silent cry. When nobody else understood, the altar knows my secret tears. The altar knows my secret tears, the prayers I've carried through the years, the hidden pain, the silent fears. The altar knows my secret tears. The altar knows my midnight cries, the questions whispered to the skies, though many never realized. The altar knows my secret tears. I smiled when people looked my way, yet fought a battle every day. A storm was raging deep inside. Behind the strength I tried to hide, I carried wounds I could not show, places only heaven knows. The world saw faith upon my face, but not the struggle I embraced. There were nights I stood alone, searching for answers not yet shown, waiting for mercy's gentle hand, trying my best to understand. Yet every tear that touched the floor reached heaven's open door, and every cry I could not speak was heard by Jah when I was weak. Yeah. The altar knows my secret tears, the prayers I've carried through the years, the hidden pain, the silent fears. The altar knows my secret tears. The altar knows my midnight cries, the questions whispered to the skies, though many never realize. The altar knows my secret tears. The altar saw me broken down before the healing came around, before the victory song was sung, before the race was finally won. It witnessed every trembling prayer, every burden left in care, every doubt and every scar offered to the morning star. When my faith was running low and I had nowhere else to go, the altar became holy ground where grace and mercy could be found. I poured my heart before the King and left behind so many things. The bitterness, the guilt, the shame were burned away within the flame. Though my eyes were filled with sorrow, hope was quietly drawing near, because the God who counts the sparrows also counts each tear. The altar knows my secret tears, the prayers I've carried through the years, the hidden pain, the silent fears. The altar knows my secret tears. The altar knows my midnight cries, the questions whispered to the skies, though many never realize. The altar knows my secret tears. Some tears were born from disappointment, some from wounds and betrayal, some from dreams that never blossomed, some from battles I could not tell. But Jah can read a broken heart. He sees every shattered part, and what the world may overlook is written in His holy book. The tears became a river wide, ever cried alone, if you've ever felt forgotten, if you've ever wondered where Jah was, hear this. Every tear has purpose, every prayer has power, every wound can heal, every dark night has an hour. But morning comes, yes, morning comes. The altar remembers, the altar remembers every prayer, every cry, every cry. The altar remembers, the altar remembers. Jah never forgets the tears, the tears, the tears, the tears. Yeah, the tears. Now I stand with grateful praise, looking back on former days. The valleys that once brought me fear became the reason I am here. The tears that once fell from my eyes have become a testimony rise. The battles that nearly broke my soul helped reveal Jah's perfect goal. Now when others walk through pain, I can tell them once again, the God who rescued me before still opens mercy's door. For every secret tear you cry, His loving eyes are standing by. And every burden that you bear can find its answer there. The altar knows my secret tears, the altar knows my secret tears. The prayers I've carried through the years, the hidden pain, the silent fears. The altar knows my secret tears. The altar knows my midnight cries, the questions whisper to the skies, though many never realized. The altar knows my secret tears. I smile. I did not learn Him in the sunshine, I did not learn Him when the tables were full, I did not learn Him when the road was easy. No, I learned Him when the river ran dry, when the stars seemed distant, when my strength had nowhere left to hide. The wilderness became my teacher, and there the wilderness taught me His name. The wilderness taught me His name. When nothing in my life remained the same, through every trial, through every flame, the wilderness taught me His name. The wilderness taught me His grace. When tears were falling down my face, I found His love in the loneliest place. The wilderness taught me His name. There was a road I did not choose, a season full of painful truth. Streams I carried slipped away and left me searching day by day. The wells I trusted all ran dry, questions filled the empty sky. Every answer seemed delayed, every certainty began to fade. I walked through valleys without sun, wondering how to carry on. Yet every step upon the sand was guided by His unseen hand. Though silence covered all around, His faithfulness was deep profound. And in the desert of despair, I learned that He was always there. The wilderness taught me His name. When nothing in my life remained the same, through every trial, through every flame, the wilderness taught me His name. The wilderness taught me His grace. When tears were falling wilderness taught me defender when enemies gathered around. The wilderness taught me shepherd, leading where I could not see. The wilderness taught me redeemer, breaking every chain from me. I learned his peace in restless nights, his strength within exhausting fights, his mercy when my faith was weak, his voice when I was too afraid to speak. The desert was not punishment, it became divine development. For what I thought would break my soul was shaping me for a greater goal. The desert winds were rough and strong, but they could not carry me away, because the God who formed the mountain was walking with me every day. The wilderness taught me his name, but nothing in my life remained the same. Through every trial, through every flame, the wilderness taught me his name. The wilderness taught me his grace. When tears were falling down my face, I found his love in the loneliest place. The wilderness taught me his name. I learned that blessings are not always gold. Sometimes the lessons for the soul. Sometimes the answer to a prayer is finding Jah already there. The wilderness stripped away my pride, the mask behind which I would hide, the things I thought I couldn't lose, until I had no choice but choose. Choose faith when sight was nowhere near. Choose trust instead of fear. Choose worship in the darkest hour, and discover heaven's power. The desert became holy ground, because his presence could be found, not only in prosperity, but deep within adversity. For every soul in a wilderness today, keep walking. For every heart carried in unanswered prayers, keep believing. For every dream delayed by time, keep trusting. Because the desert is not your destination, it is preparation. He is provider in the wilderness. He is shepherd in the wilderness. He is healer in the wilderness. He is faithful in the wilderness. He is mercy in the wilderness. He is love in the wilderness. Now when I stand on higher ground and hear redemption's joyful sound, I do not curse the desert years or wish away the former tears. For every valley played a part in teaching wisdom to my heart, and every storm that shook my frame helped me understand his name. The wilderness became a school where Jah revealed his golden rule, that those who trust him through the night will witness his eternal light. And now my testimony stands, written by his loving hand. The place I feared became the same place that taught me his holy name. The wilderness taught me his name, when nothing in my life remained the same. Through every trial, through every flame, the wilderness taught me his name. The wilderness taught me his grace. When tears were falling down my face, I found his love in the loneliest place. The wilderness taught me his name. The wilderness taught me his power in every dark and difficult hour, and now forever I proclaim. The wilderness taught me his name. began to pray. Listen, before I learned the language of worship, before I discovered the power of grace, before my broken heart found mercy, I was only dust. Dust from the earth, dust with no answers, dust carrying wounds, dust carrying burdens. But one day, the dust lifted its voice, and heaven listened. That was the day when dust began to pray. When dust began to pray, mountains started moving out the way. Night surrendered to the day. When dust began to pray, when dust began to pray, mercy found the words I could not say. Heaven heard my soul obey. When dust began to pray, I remember walking through the rain, carrying disappointment and pain. Dreams were falling from my hands like castles built upon the sand. The road was long and hope was thin. I fought 1,000 wars within, searching every empty place, trying to find a glimpse of grace. The mirror showed a weary face, a traveler lost without a place. Yet deep beneath the weight I bore, a whisper called me to something more. The voice was gentle, soft and low, saying, child, there's still a road to go. The story isn't over yet. There are victories you haven't met. When dust began to pray, mountains started moving out the way. Night surrendered to the day. When dust began to pray, when dust began to pray, mercy found the words I could not say. Heaven heard my soul obey. When dust began to pray, so I knelt upon the ground one night, underneath the pale moonlight. No polished words, no grand display, just broken dust that chose to pray. I told Jah all my hidden fears, poured out years of silent tears. Every scar and every chain, every memory of pain. The heavens seemed so far away, yet faith kept rising as I prayed. And though no thunder shook the sky, I felt His presence drawing nigh. The burden slowly lost its weight, the prison door unlatched its gate. The darkness that had held me long began to fade before His song. Not because I had great power, not because I was strong, but because the God who formed the dust had loved me all along. When dust began to pray, mountains started moving out the way. Night surrendered to the day. When dust began to pray, when dust began to pray, mercy found the words I could not say. Heaven heard my soul obey. When dust began to pray, the valley still appeared sometimes, the storm still crossed my path at times. But something now had changed inside. I no longer walked alone to hide. The same hands that shaped the clay guided every step each day. The same breath breathed life within, was strengthening me again. Now every challenge became a chance to trust the Father's greater plans. And every trial taught my heart how faith and courage truly start. For prayer is where the weak grow strong, where broken now stands in faith and victory here. The tears became a river of grace. The scars became a holy place. The wounds became a testimony of what His love has done for me. And every time I lift my voice, I celebrate that sacred choice. The moment I surrendered pride and let His mercy be my guide, because everything began to change. The very hour my heart was changed, when simple dust bowed down one day and found the courage just to pray. When dust began to pray, mountains started moving out the way. Night surrendered to the day. When dust began to pray, when dust began to pray, mercy found the words I could not say. Heaven heard my soul obey. When dust began to pray, when dust began to pray, chains and strongholds lost their stay. Grace and hope began to reign. When dust began to pray. Listen, before I learned the language of worship, before I discovered the power of grace, before my broken heart found mercy, I was only dust. A song for the man I used to be. Listen, this is not a song for the strong, not a song for the perfect, not a song for the people who never fail. This is a song for the broken version of me, the one who wandered, the one who stumbled, the one who carried chains he could not see. Tonight I sing a farewell song to the man I used to be. This is a song for the man I used to be, lost in darkness, blind and unable to see. Grace found a way and finally set me free. This is a song for the man I used to be. This is a song for the man I left behind, the prisoner trapped inside his own mind. Jah rewrote the story and changed my destiny. This is a song for the man I used to be. I remember walking empty roads, carrying invisible heavy loads, searching for peace in broken things, trying to fly with damaged wings. I laughed when my heart was full of pain, smiled while standing in the rain, pretending everything was fine, while losing myself one step at a time. The mirror stored uncomfortable truths about wasted years and fading youth. And every night I heard regret, reminding me of things I can't forget. But mercy was watching from above, following me with relentless love. Even when I ran away, grace was waiting for the day. This is a song for the man I used to be, lost in darkness, blind and unable to see. Grace found a way and finally set me free. This is a song for the man I cannot explain. A holy encounter in the middle of pain. The walls I built began to fall. Then I heard heaven's gentle call. No thunder roll across the sky, no blazing fire caught my eye. Just a quiet voice filled with grace, calling me into a better place. The chains I wore began to break. The sleeping soul began to wake. And every burden I carried for years started dissolving through my tears. What died out there was not my soul, but the broken man who lost control. The old life faded like setting sun, and a brand new journey had begun. I am not who I was before. Mercy opened another door. I am not the same today. Grace has carried me away. This is a song for the man I used to be. Lost in darkness, blind and unable to see. Grace found a way and finally set me free. This is a song for the man I used to be. This is a song for the man I left behind, the prisoner trapped inside his own mind. Jah rewrote the story and changed my destiny. This is a song for the man I used to be. Yeah. The old man chased temporary things. The new man seeks the King of Kings. The old man trusted in his pride. The new man walks with Jah's guide. The old man feared what people thought. The new man treasures what Christ bought. The old man wandered without direction. The new man lives through resurrection. Every scar now tells a story of redemption and of glory. What once looked like defeat and shame now magnifies his holy name. And if you ask me who I am not that former man. The one who walked in misery is not the one you see. Goodbye fear, goodbye shame, goodbye change, goodbye pain, goodbye nights without hope, goodbye roads that led nowhere. Goodbye to the man who could never save himself, and welcome to grace. New creation, new creation. Old things passed away. New creation, new creation. Mercy made a way. No new creation, new creation. The chains could not stay. Jah changed my life on that glorious day. Now when I look behind me, I see what I was meant to see. Not a life completely wasted, but a testimony completed. Because every valley had a role in preparing and refining my soul. Every battle, every scar helped reveal how faithful you are. And though I still have roads to climb, I walk them one day at a time, knowing the one who rescued me will finish his work completely. So this song is not filled with regret, but gratitude I won't forget. For the old man had to fall to answer heaven's call. Hey, 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 hey. This is a song for the man I used to be. Lost in darkness, blind and unable to see. Grace found a way to finally say, listen. I used to think nothing good survives fire. I used to think ashes mean the end. I used to think what is burned is gone forever, but Jah took what was scorched what was broken, took what was forgotten, and made something I never expected. Beauty growing from burnt ground. Beauty growing from burnt ground. Life where nothing could be found. Grace turned silence into sound. Beauty growing from burnt ground. Beauty growing from burnt ground. Chains and ashes falling down. What was lost is now restored. Jah has turned it all around. Beauty growing from burnt ground. Heaven's mercy all around. Every tear became a seed. Now I'm what I'm meant to be. I walked through seasons of despair, when hope was barely in the air. Dreams were ashes in my hands. Nothing grew from broken plans. The fire came without warning, light burning through my darkest night. Everything I built collapsed, leaving memories in collapse. I stood among what used to be, wondering what remained of me. A garden turned to dust and stone, a heart that felt so far from home. But even there beneath the pain, something whispered through the rain. This is not where you will stay. I am still the life, the way. Beauty growing from burnt ground. Life where nothing could be found. Grace turned silence into sound. Beauty growing from burnt ground. The fire did not come to kill, it came to break my stubborn will, to strip away what could not last, to free me from my broken past. The ashes held a hidden seed, a promise I could not yet read, that what appears to end in flame can rise again in greater name. For every loss I could not bear, there was a hand already there, turning ruin into song, teaching me where I belong. The soil that looked so dead and dry was watched by heavens, knowing I, and in the place of deepest loss, new life would rise because of loss. What looked like ending was beginning. What looked like breaking was healing. What looked like ruin was planting, and what looked dead was rising. Beauty growing from burnt ground. Life where nothing could be found. Grace turned silence into sound. Beauty growing from burnt ground. Beauty growing from burnt ground. Chains and ashes falling down. What was lost is now restored. Jah has turned it all around. Now I can see with clearer eyes the purpose hidden in the skies. The fire did not take from me. It taught me how to truly see. The things I lost were never wasted. The pain I felt was fully tasted. But every wound became a place where I encountered greater grace. What once was dry is now alive. What once was dead has learned to thrive. And every broken piece I own has been transformed into a throne. For beauty is not born in ease, but grows in seasons such as these, where fire meets the willing soul, and makes the shattered heart whole. For every heart still in the fire tonight, do not fear. For every soul standing on burnt ground, do not quit. For every dream that looks like it has ended, it is not over, because Jah still grows gardens from ashes, from dust, from fire, from you. Rise again, from the ashes, rise again, from the fire, rise again. New life is calling, beauty is growing. Now I sing with grateful breath for life that rose from what fell. every scar the fire made became the proof that I was saved. The burned ground was not my grave. It was the soil that mercy gave to plant in me what could not die. A testimony lifted high. And now I walk in fields of grace, with fire still upon my face. Not as destruction, but a sign that God still works in perfect time. Beauty growing from burned ground, life where nothing could be found. Hey, grace turns silence into sound. Beauty growing from burned ground. Beauty growing from burned ground. Chains and ashes falling down. What was lost is now restored. Jah has turned it all around. Beauty growing from burned ground. Now my life is victory crowned. Every ending made me see Jah was growing life in me. It was not the end, it was the crown. It was not destruction, it was planting. It was not loss, it was transformation. And from the fire, beauty grew from burnt ground. Amen. Amen. Listen, I used to pray for blessings. I used to pray for favor. I used to pray for open doors. But I never prayed for the valley. I never prayed for correction. I never prayed for the lessons hidden inside pain. Yet when the shepherd saw me wandering, he did not abandon me. He left footprints beside mine through the valley of chastening. And those footprints led me home. Footprints through the valley of chastening, guiding me when my faith was weakening. Though the road was hard and the night unending, His love was shaping me. Footprints through the valley of chastening, teaching me through every breaking. What felt like sorrow was awakening the purpose inside of me. Footprints through the valley of chastening, mercy and truth were sustaining. Every step of my reclaiming was written in eternity. There was a season I lost my way, following voices that led astray, chasing shadows I thought were gold, trusting promises empty and cold. My heart grew proud, my vision dim. I drifted farther away from Him, ignoring warnings along the road, adding more to a heavy load. But the Father who truly loves corrects His children from above, not to destroy, not to condemn, but to draw them close again. So the valley opened wide and stripped away my foolish pride. The things I clung to disappeared, leaving only what Jah revered. Footprints through the valley of chastening, guiding me when my faith was weakening. Though the road was hard and the night unending, His love was shaping me. Footprints through the valley of chastening, teaching me through every breaking. What felt like sorrow was awakening the purpose inside of me. I questioned every painful day, wondering why the skies were gray, why prayer seemed slow to return, why every bridge appeared to burn. But wisdom whispered through the pain, nothing surrendered is ever in vain. The hand that disciplines unending. His love was shaping me. Footprints through the valley of chastening, teaching me through every breaking. What felt like sorrow was awakening the purpose inside of me. The valley showed me hidden things, the roots beneath my wandering, the fears I buried deep inside, the pride I carefully tried to hide. There I learned humility, the beauty of dependency. For strength is not in standing tall, but trusting Him through it all. The shepherd never left my side, even when I questioned why. His footprints marked the dusty ground, proof His presence was around. And every scar I carry now reminds me of that sacred vow, that even correction born in pain can lead a soul to life again. For every heart being refined tonight, do not lose hope. For every soul walking through discipline, do not turn back. The valley is not your ending. The valley is preparation. The valley is transformation. The valley is revelation. Lead me through. The valley. Lead me through. The fire. Lead me through. The breaking until your image lives in me. Now I look back and clearly see the valley was a gift to me. The place I feared became the place where I encountered deeper grace. Had the road been smooth and wide, I might have stayed in foolish pride, but mercy loved me far too much to leave me untouched. So now I sing with grateful tears for every lesson through the years, every trial, every strain, every loss that became gain. The Father's love remains the same, whether through sunshine or through rain. And every footprint left behind still strengthens this heart of mine. So footprints through the valley of chastening, guiding me when my faith was weakening. Though the road was hard and the night unending, His love was shaping me. Footprints through the valley of chastening, teaching me through every breaking. What felt like sorrow was awakening the purpose inside of me. Footprints through the valley of chastening, mercy and truth were sustaining. Every step of my reclaiming was written in eternity. Listen, I used to pray for blessings, I used to pray for favor, I used to pray for open doors, but I never prayed for the valley. I never prayed for correction, I never prayed for the lessons hidden inside pain. Yet when the shepherd saw me wandering, He did not abandon me. He left footprints beside mine through the valley of chastening, and those footprints led me home. Footprints through the valley of chastening. I said where the broken wheel, Jana Dube. Listen, before the sunrise touched the hills, before the healing reached my wounds, before the song found my lips, I sat with a broken wheel. I knew the language of lonely nights, I knew the weight of unanswered prayers, I knew what it meant to smile in daylight and cry when nobody was there. But Jah, the keeper of tears, the healer of shattered hearts, found me there, sitting where the broken weep. I sat where the broken weep, where wounded souls could barely sleep, where rivers flowed from weary eyes, beneath forgotten darkened skies. I sat where the broken weep, but Jah his promises did keep. He lifted me from sorrows deep, from the place where the broken weep. Oh, oh, yeah. There was a season cold and long when I had lost my victory song. Every road seemed full of pain, every blessing drowned in rain. I watched my dreams like leaves that fall, watch shadows cover every wall. Questions filled my troubled mind, searching for peace I could not find. The world offered empty gold, comfort that could not heal my soul. Yet through the silence of despair, a gentle voice was waiting there. I sat where the broken weep, where wounded souls could barely sleep, where rivers flowed from weary eyes, beneath forgotten darkened skies. I sat where the broken weep, but Jah his promises did keep. He lifted me from sorrows deep, from the place where the broken weep. Many nights I bowed my head, speaking words through tears unshed, asking heaven, do you hear? While wrestling with doubt and fear, the valley felt so wide and deep, the mountain far too high to reach. Yet every tear that touched the ground was counted when no one was around. For Jah collects the tears we cry, he hears the faintest midnight sigh. And though the answer may seem slow, his faithful love continues to flow. When my strength was almost gone, when hope seemed nearly dead, his mercy wrapped around my heart, and these are the words he said. Jah, hold on, morning is coming, hold on. The storm is not forever. I sat where the broken weep, where wounded souls could barely sleep, where rivers flowed from weary eyes, beneath forgotten darkened skies. I sat where the broken weep, but Jah his promises did keep. He lifted me from sorrows deep, from the place where the broken weep. Now I can see what pain has done, how trials shape the person I've become. The fire refined what could not stay, and burned my pride away. The wounds became a testimony, the prison became a melody, the chains became a victory sound as grace and mercy came around. I learned that valleys have a voice, and broken hearts still have a choice, to trust the hand they cannot see, and walk by faith through mystery. broken cry. I remember how Jah passed by, how He carried me through the storm and sheltered me safe and warm. So I will sing for those in pain, for those still standing in the rain, and tell them what I know is true. The Father's love is reaching you. No darkness can forever stay. No night can stop the coming day. The same God who rescued me still sets the captive free. I sat where the broken weep, where wounded souls could barely sleep, where rivers flowed from weary eyes, beneath forgotten darkened skies. I sat where the broken weep, but Jah His promises did keep. He lifted me from sorrows deep, from the place where the broken weep. I sat where the broken weep, yet now is peace my heart does keep. The shepherd found his wandering sheep at the place where the broken weep. I remember the valley, I remember the tears, I remember the long nights and all the fears. But I also remember mercy, I also remember grace, I also remember the day Jah met me in that place where the broken weep, and He turned my sorrow. Listen, I used to hide them, wrap them in silence, cover them with smiles I did not feel. I thought scars were evidence of defeat, marks of what I lost, proof of what broke me. But I did not know that even scars can learn to worship. So tonight, I sing from what survived me, I sing from what healed me, I sing from what remains. My scars have found a voice. These are scars that learn to worship, not shame that I still carry. Every wound became a doorway to the mercy covering me. These are scars that learn to worship, no longer chains upon my soul. Every broken place inside me has been made whole. These are scars that learn to worship, lifted high in victory. What once was pain and silence now sings in harmony. I remember when the pain was fresh, every memory a hidden test, every night a battle fought alone, every tear too heavy to be shown. I wore my hurt like second skin, afraid to let the daylight in, afraid the world would see too much, afraid of healing's gentle touch. But even in my darkest hour, when I had no strength, no power, something deeper held me still, a voice that spoke beyond my will. It said, your brokenness is not the end. I am the healer, I am the friend. Even what the world calls shame, I will turn into my praise and name. These are scars that learn to worship, not shame that I still carry. Every wound became a doorway to the mercy covering me. These are scars that learn to not come in silence. It came through fire, not avoidance. It came through nights I could not sleep, where only mercy spoke so deep. The wounds began to slowly change, their meaning shifting, rearranged. What once was bleeding, raw and sore, became a story I adore. The same hands that held the clay took my brokenness away, not to erase what I had been, but to redeem it from within. Now every scar is like a song of how I made it through the wrong, a testimony in my skin of where His mercy has been in. What hurt me once now humbles me, what broke me once now strengthens me, what silenced me now sings through me. Because grace rewrote my history. These are scars that learn to worship, not shame that I still carry. Every wound became a doorway to the mercy covering me. These are scars that learn to worship, no longer chains upon my soul. Every broken place inside me has been made whole. These are scars that learn to worship, lifted high in victory. What once was pain and silence now sings in harmony. Now I no longer hide my story, I wear it as a form of glory. For every scar is evidence of divine deliverance. The valley did not break my worth, it revealed what I was worth. And every tear I cried in pain was never ever lost in vain. For healing is not just removal, it is purpose, His approval, turning wounds into a sound where broken hearts are glory bound. So if you see these marks I bear, know that mercy met me there. And what was meant to take my breath was turned into my song instead. For every soul still hiding pain, let it speak. For every heart afraid of scars, let it breathe. For every memory still bleeding inside, let it heal. Because Jah does not waste brokenness, He turns it into worship. Worship from the broken, worship from the worship from the wound, worship from the failing, worship from the rescued, worship from the silence, worship from the healing, worship from the scars that survive. Now when I lift my hands in praise, I remember all those days when I thought I would not survive, but mercy kept me alive, and I understand it clearly now. Every scar became a vow that I will never walk away from the grace that led me today. The wounds are no longer chains, they are stories that remain, not of defeat, but of His hand that helped me stand. So I will sing until the end, to the healer and the friend. For even what tried to destroy was turned into holy joy. These are scars that learn to worship, not shame that I still carry. Every wound became a doorway to the mercy covering me. These are scars that learn to worship, no longer chains upon my soul. Every Listen, I was not standing on a mountain, I was not shining in victory, I was not wearing a crown, I was buried beneath the rubble. Broken dreams, broken promises, broken pieces of a broken life. Everybody saw the ruins, but the potter saw a masterpiece. And when others walked away, the potter found me in the ruins. The potter found me in the ruins, among the shattered hopes and broken dreams. He gathered every scattered piece and spoke his life into me. The potter found me in the ruins. When I thought my story had reached its end, his hands began the work of mercy and made me whole again. The potter found me in the ruins, when nobody thought a flower could bloom, but grace turned ashes into beauty and brought life into the room. Yeah, I remember the days of despair, when disappointment filled the air. The plans I built came crashing down, leaving fragments all around. The road ahead seemed hard to see. Fear became a part of me. Every step was weighed with doubt, wondering how I'd make it out. I searched for answers everywhere, but found no healing waiting there, until a gentle voice one day called my weary soul away. He did not ask how far I'd fallen, he simply answered when I called him. And in the middle of my pain, he started building me again. The potter found me in the ruins, among the shattered hopes and broken dreams. He gathered every scattered piece and spoke his life into me. The potter found me in the ruins, when I thought my story had reached its end. His hands began the work of mercy and made me whole again. Yeah. The potter's hands were strong yet kind, patient with this heart of mine. Every crack and every scar known by him exactly as they are. He shaped the clay with tender care, removing things that should not stay there, not to hurt but to restore, preparing me for something more. The wheel kept turning day by day, though I could not understand his way. The pressure sometimes brought me tears, but purpose was being formed through years. For vessels are The potter still restores, the potter still heals. Mold me, shape me, potter. Hold me, guide me, potter. Teach me, lead me, potter. Until your image lives in me. Now I stand and testify, looking back with grateful eyes. The place that almost buried me became my greatest victory. The ruins taught me how to trust. The ruins turned my pride to dust. The ruins became holy ground, because His presence could be found. And if my story helps one soul find the courage to be made whole, then every battle I endured has served a greater purpose, sure. For the potter still creates, still restores what time breaks, still writes beauty from despair, still meets His children there. The potter found me in the ruins, among the shattered hopes and broken dreams. He gathered every scattered piece and spoke His life into me. The potter found me in the ruins when I thought. Listen, there are places in life where nothing moves anymore, where hope sounds like a distant memory, where prayers feel like echoes in an empty valley, where dreams look like dry bones scattered under silence. I stood there once in that place where everything inside me felt finished. But then I heard something in the silence. Not thunder, not fire, not storm, but wind. And the wind was speaking to dry bones. The wind still speaks to dry bones, bringing life to what is gone, calling forth what was forgotten, till the dead begin to rise. The wind still speaks to dry bones in the valley all alone, breathing hope into the broken, till the silence turns to song. The wind still speaks to dry bones, and the grave can't hold its own, for the voice of resurrection rolls the stone away. I walk through seasons without motion, stuck in sorrow like an ocean. Every step I tried to take seemed to crumble and break. I carried questions with no answer, pain that slowly spread like cancer. Every promise felt so far, like a fading distant star. The valley of forgotten dreams, where nothing ever feels like it means anything from the clay into a man by the power of Jah's hand. And still today that same voice calls through broken hearts and shattered walls, saying, live again, arise, open up your sleeping eyes. What science cannot comprehend, oh, the Spirit of the Lord can mend. Oh, what time is buried in the ground can still be lifted, turned around. Not everything that looks like death is final. Not every ending is the end. Because when the wind begins to move, even dry bones can live again. The wind still speaks to dry bones, bringing life to what is gone, calling forth what was forgotten, till the dead begin to rise. Though the wind still speaks to dry bones in the valley all alone, breathing hope into the broken, till the silence turns to song. Now I understand the mystery of resurrection history, that nothing buried in His name can remain the same. For every valley I walked through was preparing something new. Every loss I could not see was shaping destiny in me. The bones that once lay scattered wide now stand in worship side by side, no longer silent, no longer still, but moved by heaven's perfect will. And every breath I now release is proof that brokenness can cease. For what was dead inside my soul has been made alive and whole. For every soul lying in silence tonight, hear the wind. For every heart that feels forgotten, hear the wind. For every dream that looks too far gone, hear the wind. Because Jah still breathes on dry bones, and they rise, live again, live again, live again. Dry bones, live again, rise up, live again, live again. The wind is calling, live again, life is returning. Now I sing with lifted voice, because I made the sacred choice to believe what I could not see, that resurrection lives in me. The valley tried to take my name, but the wind still spoke the same, calling me from death to light, turning darkness into sight. And now I stand where life is strong, where broken things become a song. And every scar I thought would stay has been rolled away. For the wind that moved in days of old is still alive, still uncontrolled, still breathing life where none remains, still breaking every chain. The wind still speaks to dry bones, bringing life to what is gone, calling forth what was forgotten, till the dead begin to rise. Well, the wind still speaks to dry bones in the valley all alone, breathing hope into the broken, till the silence turns to song. The wind still speaks to dry bones, and I will never be alone. For the breath of resurrection has made my heart His home. Hey, the wind still speaks to dry bones, and now I finally know nothing buried in His promise will ever stay below. Listen, yeah. Listen, there are places in life where nothing moves anymore, where hope sounds like a distant. Where the morning meets the morning, Jana Dube. Oh, There's a place beyond the midnight, a place beyond the tears, a place beyond the questions, a place beyond the fears. I searched for it through sleepless nights, I searched for it through storms and pain. And just when I thought the darkness would never end, I saw the first light breaking through the horizon. That is where the mourner meets the morning. Where the mourner meets the morning. Tears give way to songs again. Night releases its grip of sorrow, and healing softly enters in. Where the mourner meets the morning, hope rises with the sun. The battle that lasted through the darkness finds victory at dawn. Where the mourner meets the morning, mercy paints the sky with gold, and broken hearts discover promises more precious than silver untold. I remember nights that seemed endless, hours that moved painfully slow. Every prayer felt suspended, every answer refused to show. The silence echoed through my soul like cold winds across the sea. I carried burdens nobody noticed, yet they weighed so heavily on me. I stood among the ruins of dreams, wondering what remained, holding memories with trembling hands, trying to make sense of the pain. But somewhere beyond what I could see, beyond the clouds and rain, the Father was preparing sunrise beyond my field of pain. Where the mourner meets the morning, tears give way to songs again. Night releases its grip of sorrow, and healing softly enters in. Where the mourner meets the morning, hope rises with the sun. The battle that lasted through the darkness finds victory at dawn. The valley taught me many lessons, lessons comfort never could. How to trust when sight grows dim, how to wait when life feels misunderstood. The tears became a river, flowing toward a better day. Every drop a silent prayer that heaven never threw away. For Jah was counting every sorrow, recording every cry, watching every lonely moment with compassionate eyes. Though I could not feel his presence, though I questioned where he'd gone, his love was working quietly, preparing the coming dawn. Because the darkest hour cannot stop the sunrise, and the longest night cannot imprison light. Where the mourner meets the morning, tears give way to songs again. Night releases its grip of sorrow, and healing softly enters in. Where the mourner meets the morning, hope rises with the sun. The battle that lasted through the darkness finds victory at dawn. Now I understand the mystery, why the valley had to be. For some treasures only grow in places watered by tears unseen. Compassion grew within my heart, wisdom grew within my soul. Faith became more than a feeling, it became the thing that made me whole. The wounds became a testimony, the scars became a sign that grace is stronger than despair, and redemption arrives on time. The same tears that once fell heaven now water fields of praise. The same pain that almost buried me now glorifies his ways. looking back across the valley and seeing every painful part, not as punishment or failure, not as evidence of defeat, but as the road that led me here to this place of victory sweet. The Father never wasted one tear, never wasted one broken prayer. Every sorrow carried purpose, every burden met him there. And now I sing for those still waiting, for those who have not seen the dawn. The same God who carried me will carry them along. Oh, where the mourner meets the morning, tears give way to songs again. Night releases its grip of sorrow, and healing softly enters in. Where the mourner meets the morning, hope rises with the sun. The battle that lasted through the darkness finds victory at dawn. Where the mourner meets the morning, mercy paints the sky with gold, and broken hearts discover promises more precious than silver untold. The night was long, but not forever. The tears were real, but not forever. The sorrow was deep, but not forever. Because there is a place where grief surrenders, a place beyond the tears. Hear me now, hey, hear me now. Yeah. Hear me now. From the dust of sorrow to the mountain of redemption, from the ashes of mourning to the fire of his salvation. I came with a bowed head, I came with trembling hands, but Jah looked beyond my scars and called me by my name. Ashes on my forehead, fire in my soul. The world saw a broken man, but Jah saw a vessel of gold. Ashes on my forehead, fire in my soul. Grace keep burning brighter as the years unfold. Ashes on my forehead, mercy made me whole. I was lost in the darkness, now his light controls. Oh, ashes on my forehead, fire in my soul. The King of all creation has redeemed my soul. I walked through valleys where the shadows stayed, carrying burdens that would not go away. Tears fell heavy like the evening rain. Every step I took was marked with pain. Friends turned away when the road got rough. The world said, boy, you are not enough. But Jah whispered softly through the stormy night, my child, keep walking toward the light. The dust of regret covered all my days. I wandered far from his holy ways, yet mercy followed every road I ran, because redemption was already in his plan. Ashes on my forehead, fire in my soul. Grace keep burning brighter as the years unfold. Ashes on my forehead, mercy made me whole. I was lost in the darkness, now his light controls. At the altar I surrendered pride, no more places left for me to hide. Every secret wound, every away what the enemy meant for my defeat. Jah transformed beneath his feet. The chains that bound me lost their hold. The story changed, the page was turned. The fire of heaven touched my heart, and a brand new life began to start. Though my forehead carried ashes, my spirit carried hope. The hand of God kept pulling me up the mountain slope. Hey, ashes on my forehead, hey, fire in my soul. Grace keep burning brighter as the years unfold. Hey, oh, ashes on my forehead, mercy made me whole. I was lost in the darkness, now his light controls. Yeah, when dry bones rattled in the valley floor, his mighty voice opened every door. The winds of life began to blow, and rivers started where deserts grow. I remember nights of endless fear, but now his promises are drawing near. The same God who raised the dead placed his blessing on my head. My testimony cannot be denied. Through every battle he stood by my side. The scars remain, but now they shine as evidence his love is mine. Fire burn, holy fire burn within me. Burn away the bitterness, burn away the shame, burn away the memories that try to call my name. Fire burn, holy fire burn within me, until every word I speak and every step I take reflects the glory of the King, for his holy name's sake. You lifted me, you rescued me, from the ashes, from the sorrow, from the darkness to tomorrow. Now I stand upon the rock of ages, reading victory on heaven's pages. The tears I cried were not in vain, they watered fields of future grain. What was buried has now arisen, the captive heart has left its prison. The cross has spoken, grace has won, my journey with the King begun. No longer bound by yesterday, his mercy lights a brighter way. And when this earthly race is done, I'll hear him say, faithful one. Ashes on my forehead, fire in my soul. The blood of the Lamb forever has made this sinner whole. Ashes on my forehead, fire in my soul, fire in my soul. The fire in my soul, grace keep burning brighter as the years unfold. Ashes on my forehead, fire in my soul. Grace keep burning bright as the years unfold. Ashes on my forehead, fire in my soul. The blood of the Lamb forever has made this sinner whole. Hear me now, from the dust of sorrow to the mountain of redemption, from the ashes of mourning to the fire of his salvation. I came with the bowed head, I came with trembling hands, but Jah looked beyond my scars and called me by my name. Ashes on Listen, I thought mercy would feel like a feather, light as the morning breeze, gentle as the dew upon the grass. But when mercy found me, it felt like rain upon a desert, like an ocean upon dry ground, like a mountain upon my pride. And I discovered something. Mercy is heavy, heavy with forgiveness, heavy with compassion, heavy with a love too great to measure. And there I stood beneath the weight of mercy, beneath the weight of mercy. I laid my burdens down. The chains that once controlled me could no longer hold me bound. Beneath the weight of mercy, my shattered heart was free. The grace I never earned was poured abundantly on me. Hey, hey, beneath the weight of mercy, I found my destiny. Lost no more forever, His love remembered me. I walked through valleys made of regret, haunted by mistakes I could not forget. Every memory spoke my shame, every scar repeated my name. I carried yesterday on my back, dragging chains along the track, trying to outrun the pain, yet finding it again and again. The nights were long, the road was steep, my soul too tired to even weep. But somewhere beyond what I could see, a hand of mercy was reaching for me. Not with judgment, not with blame, not with condemnation's flame, but with a love both fierce and kind, strong enough to heal my mind. Beneath the weight of mercy, hey, I laid my burdens down. The chains that once controlled me could no longer hold me bound. Beneath the weight of mercy, my shattered heart was free. The grace I never earned was poured abundantly on me. Then came the day I bowed my head and surrendered every word unsaid, every wound and hidden fear, every unanswered prayer and tear. The altar became a sacred place where brokenness encountered grace, and all the things I tried to hide were carried by the crucified. Mercy director on my soul, filling every empty hole, not because I deserve such love, but because it flowed from above like rivers overflowing banks, like songs of everlasting thanks, like sunlight breaking through the storm. Mercy kept my spirit warm, and when I thought I could not stand, His strength became my own. And when I thought I walked alone, His presence led me home. Beneath the weight of mercy, I laid my burdens down. The chains that once controlled me could no longer hold me bound. Beneath the weight of mercy, my shattered heart was free. The grace I never earned was poured abundantly on me. Now I understand why mercy waits more than all my darkest days, because forgiveness carries power to transform the hardest hour. Mercy teaches hearts to heal. Mercy makes the wounded kneel. Mercy breaks the walls of pride, leaving only truth inside. The mountain I once feared to climb became a testimony through time. For every step I could not take, mercy carried for my sake. reaches where you are. For every heart weighed down by sin, mercy says, come home again. For every tear that falls tonight, mercy shines a guiding light. For every battle left unfolds, mercy finishes what grace has started. Mercy, mercy, mercy found me. Mercy, mercy, mercy carried me. Mercy, mercy, mercy covered me when I could not stand. Mercy lifted me. Now I sing with grateful praise for the mercy of all my days, the mercy that refused to leave. Even when I could not believe, the mercy stronger than my shame, the mercy calling out my name, the mercy deeper than the sea, the mercy that rescued me. And when my final day shall come, and earthly journey's all I've done, my song will still forever be of the mercy shown to me. Beneath the weight of mercy, I laid my burdens down. The chains that once controlled me could no longer hold me bound. Beneath the weight of mercy, my shattered heart was free. The grace I never heard was poured abundantly on me. Beneath the weight of mercy, I found my destiny. Lost no more forever, His love remembered me. Listen, I thought mercy would feel like a feather, light as the morning breeze, gentle as the dew upon the grass. But when mercy found me, it fell like rain upon a desert, like an ocean upon dry ground, like a mountain upon my pride. And I I left my ashes at the cross. Jana Dubi. Listen, there are things I carried too long, things I called mine, but they were only chains, ashes of who I used to be, burnt memories, broken choices, silent regrets. I thought I had to carry them forever, until I found a place where even ashes are welcome, a place called the cross. And there I left my ashes, not my future, not my hope, just my ashes. I left my ashes at the cross, where mercy counts no cost. Every burden that I carried in His love was lost. I left my ashes at the cross, and my shame began to fall. What I buried in His presence, He turned into a call. I left my ashes at the cross, and I walked away made new. Everything that tried to break me was redeemed by a truth. I came with broken expectations, wounded by my own decisions. Every step I tried to take only led to more heartbreak. I wore regret like second skin, and carried battles deep within. Every memory like a chain echoed softly through my pain. I tried to fix what I had done, but darkness always weighed the sun. And every road I tried cross was not a place of ending. It was where my life started mending. Every tear became a seed, planted deep in destiny. I knelt beneath the weight of love, under heaven's eyes above, and every burden I confessed was met with holy rest. No condemnation spoke my name, no accusation brought me shame. Only arms stretched open wide said, "Here is where you now abide." And in that moment I was free from everything that haunted me. The ashes I had tried to hide were left where Jesus died. Not by my strength, not by my pride, but by mercy on the other side. I left my ashes at the cross, where mercy counts no cost. Every burden that I carried in His love was lost. I left my ashes at the cross, and my shame began to fall. What I buried in His presence, He turned into a call. Now I walk with lighter footsteps, no more living in regret. Every scar that once defined me has been turned to victory. The past no longer has my voice. I have made a better choice to live in what has been restored by the mercy of the Lord. The ashes are no longer mine, they belong to a different time. And what was burned in yesterday has been rolled away. For freedom came when I surrendered, and my brokenness was tender. Now I sing with lifted hands, I finally understand. For every soul still carrying ashes tonight, let them go. For every heart still chained to yesterday, let them go. For every life afraid of starting again, let them go. Because the cross is not just death, it is release, it is freedom, it is new life. Let it go, let it go, let it go. The ashes, let it go, let it go. The ashes, let it go, let it go. The shame, let it go, let it go. The burden, the cross has made a way. Now I testify with fire of a love that takes you higher, not by earning, not by worth, but by heaven touching earth. My name written between grace and glory. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I used to think my name was written in failure, written in mistakes, written in the pages of what I could not fix. I thought my story ended in shame, but heaven had another book, and in that book there was no ink of condemnation, only mercy, only redemption, only love. And somewhere between what I was and what I am becoming, my name was written between grace and glory. My name is written between grace and glory. Not in shame, not in my story of defeat. Every line on my past was rewritten by the mercy covering me. My name is written between grace and glory, where the blood and mercy meet. I am not what I used to be. I am what He calls complete. My name is written between grace and glory, lifted from the dust of my history. Every scar became a testimony of how He rescued me. I walked through seasons of confusion, bound inside my own illusion, carrying burdens no one saw, living underneath the law. I tried to fix what I had broken, but every word I had spoken could not erase the weight I felt, or the chains I silently held. The mirror showed a fractured soul, a life that felt out of control, dreams that faded into dust, and trust that turned into rust. But even there, beyond my pain, a whisper called my name again. Not the name the world had known, but the name He calls His own. My name is written between grace and glory, not in shame, not in my story of defeat. Every line of my past was rewritten by the mercy covering me. My name is written between grace and glory, where the blood and mercy meet. I am not what I used to be. I am what He calls complete. There was a moment I can't explain, when heaven touched my deepest pain. Not with thunder or with fire, but with love that lifted higher. The chains that held me fell away, like darkness meeting break of day. And every lie I once believed was replaced by truth received. I saw the hands that shaped the clay, still shaping me along the way. Not discarding what was torn, but restoring what was worn. And in that place of sacred light, I found my wrongs were made right. Not because I earned a thing, but because of what grace can bring. I am not forgotten, I am not abandoned, I am not rejected, I am redeemed. My name is written between grace and glory, not in shame, not in my story of defeat. Every line of my past was rewritten by the mercy covering me. My name is written between grace and glory, where the blood and mercy meet. I am not what I used to be. I am what He calls complete. Now I walk with lifted vision, freed from every old decision. What once defined my darkest days has been turned to endless praise. The past no longer has my name. It cannot call me back again, for I have been forever changed by love that broke my chains. And every step I take today echoes what my life now says, that I am more than what I've done. I am the child of the sun. So if you hear my voice in song, know I have been made strong, not by power of my own, but by mercy I have known. For every soul still bound by shame, listen, your name is not your failure. For every heart still trapped in regret, listen, grace is rewriting your story. For every life that feels forgotten, listen, He has not erased you, He has redeemed you. Grace, it called my name. Glory, glory, it changed my shame. Mercy, it broke my chains. Now I live between grace and glory. Now I sing with full surrender to the love I now remember. is still being run, but I no longer walk in fear, for grace has brought me here. Every breath I take today is proof that it made a way, and every song my soul will sing belongs to my King. My name is written between grace and glory, not in shame, not in my story of defeat. Every line of my past was rewritten by the mercy covering me. My name is written between grace and glory, where the blood and mercy meet. I am not what I used to be, I am what He calls complete. My name is written between grace and glory, lifted from the dust of my history. Every scar became a testify of how He rescued me. I was lost, but grace found me. I was broken, but glory lifted me. I was forgotten, but love remembered me.